Now.
Morning! What's up, Woodford?
What's up, Woodford?
What's up,
First is
Nobody got any coffee. That's
Oh,
why
I got it.
Oh, we're so
Good morning. What a terrible host. And you've got all the menus here.
I don't know. Maybe I'll start with cocktails, right?
Tell us, while I get Miss Elisha the coffee, tell us where we are and if you've been living under a rock, who this is.
Okay, so we are at the Woodford Inn. You guys know it, right here in downtown Versailles, off Green Street, Park Street, classic in Woodford County. And we're here with Miss Elisha Holt of Wildside Winery. A lot of other things, but today we're talking Wildside Winery because Elisha, they have, you want to take them?
Sure.
Tell them. Okay, so, because this menu now has things, maybe not written yet, but it has behind the bar.
No, thank you. I'm good. Just black coffee.
You're going to find Wildside Winery here.
That is right. I'm super excited. So we have started direct distributing to some local restaurants and some local retailers, and the Woodford Inn has picked up several of our products so that you can enjoy those when you're here for lunch or dinner.
And can you tell them why that started? There's a law that passed.
Yeah, so actually breweries and bourbon distilleries have been able to direct distribute for a really long time. Literally for breweries, it's like 20 years. So the Kentucky Winery Association has been after state legislation for a long time, just saying, hey, we just want parity. We want to be allowed to do the same things that other alcohol producers can do. And so we finally got that passed, which is super exciting. So what that means is that I'm walking into restaurants and retailers in all my spare time and saying, hey, come out to the winery, do a tasting, or here's some products that I think would go well in your facility. And so I'm having a load of fun. It takes me back to my sales days.
Yeah, and you're not just here, you're in other spots.
Right? Yes. So we actually have locations in Georgetown, Lexington, Frankfort, Millville, and Versailles.
That's awesome. And you can get it Blue Whiskey if you're looking for packaged foods,
Yes,
right?
yes, absolutely. So, Blue Whiskey, you can get it at Locals Tavern. We're here at the Woodford Inn. We just started working with Versailles Brewing, so they've opted to pick some products up. So lots of great places you can check out our products. And what's neat, because we have 40 varieties of wine, nobody's going to pick up 40 varieties of wine. That's crazy. But everybody picks the things that they prefer. And so you're going to have different options at different locations.
Yeah, I was at the State, and she obviously, she had some of her favorites out there, and she was like, you got to try this, because I'm not a sweet wine, so she had picked her more dry favorites.
Yes.
That, she has sweet options, but...
Yeah, but she really pulled some of those dry ones in.
Yeah.
So.
Can you tell the K-word? Can you tell the news on that?
Not officially.
There
So there's big news coming, though, guys. So very, very excited.
So you just hosted yesterday the Woodford County Farm Tour. It was gangbusters out there.
It was super awesome. So 4 busloads of people showed up at 10:45 yesterday, and so about 300 people is what they said. And so what's super fun about that is I got with my staff and I was like, hey guys, so we're gonna have this tour coming. And so I'm going to need at least 3 of you to pick a station, because they wanted 4 stations, and I want you to pick your own topic, because I want you to talk about things you care about. So we had one guy talking about apples, from picking them to production. He said that most of the time people weren't interested in what he was talking about. Instead, they just wanted to pick their own apples.
Is there a golf section? Because that's what I would have to talk about. That's all I can talk
sorry.
about. How to make wine. Not just anything like
So, and then we had a guy talking about pawpaws and grapes, and then we had a couple of people talking about all the different varieties of farm work around a winery. So a lot of folks, I don't think folks always realize that we're a farm first, so we have to have that production piece in order to have a winery. So, and then of course I was in the tasting room talking about our story. So,
which is awesome. And you had a little helper yesterday.
Yes. So Axel's last day of summer break was yesterday. So. But the extension office had reached out and said, hey, we want to come on July 31st. So you just say, yes, that sounds fantastic. Let's do that. So
that's huge.
You have, you guys do source, as most Kentucky wineries do, or people on the East Coast, for different growing seasons. But you grow a lot of your own because you have different trees and things you grow. Can you tell them kind of what you grow on the farm here?
Yes. So we have 80 rows of grapevines. We have peaches, pawpaws, persimmons, blueberries, blackberries, chestnuts, walnuts. Did I say pawpaws? Pears. bananas and an apple orchard.
Did I say grapes?
And oh yeah, grapes.
And you can do your own tell about blackberry picking.
Oh, blackberry picking. And so it's only a season. It's like 3 to 4 weeks every summer that our blackberries are ripe. And so what you can do is you can bring out your own container and you can pick blackberries. And so we don't charge you for that. Instead, you give us half of what you pick and you take half of it home.
That's a win-win.
One for me, one for Elisha.
That's it. And kids love it. It's a super fun activity. It's going on right now. So
you got to do it while the season lasts.
That's right.
And then Elisha, tell them. So this Saturday you have a really awesome. I'm excited about this new event.
Mm-hmm. So thanks to our Gizmo and Zoe's Wild Zinfandel line, so we committed with those 2 bottles to donating $1 of every bottle back to local animal rescue. So we've partnered with Kentucky Hopeful Paws. They are bringing out 31 dogs, 3 cats, and 2 rabbits on Saturday.
Cordy has no emotion.
And so
I'm just sitting here thinking like,
dogs usually make
these amounts are absurd.
Yes, so it's a large amount of animals.
I'm just sitting here
We
trying to
really want people to come out and adopt is the key. And plus it's time to go back to school. It's time to get back into your routines. This is the perfect time really to rescue an animal. And so they're going to bring these animals out. And at noon, we've actually also partnered with Elemental Yoga and Wellness.
Oh, cool.
And they are going to be coming out and teaching a yoga class at 12 o'clock, yoga with puppies.
Yoga, I was
Listen,
just going to
guys,
say,
yoga, puppies, and wine. 3 of my favorite things all at my place. It's awesome.
Puppy love.
Yes, and so you actually can, if you choose to rescue an animal on Saturday, then Wildside will pay $100 of your application fee, which is really exciting. So,
awesome. Can they check these puppies out before they come?
yes, they are on. They're in the event on Facebook. I also am continuing to share them on Wildside's actual Facebook page.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get them out there as much as possible. What's cool to know is that Kentucky Hopeful Paws, so they don't have like a facility. Instead, they just have a string of foster parents that work for their facility that volunteer.
Cool.
They don't get paid.
Yeah.
That volunteer, and they keep these animals in their homes until they can find a home for them. Traditionally, their animals are puppy mill style situations, and so so they need a home, and so you're really doing something special, giving an animal a forever home. And so anyway, and they have homes across central Kentucky, and they have all types of dog breeds. It's not just one. That was important to me because I'm a Shih Tzu person, but I realize not everybody is. So I really wanted to work with a rescue that keeps a variety of dogs. And so and they have so much variety. They also have cats and rabbits. So
are they going to bring some of those?
Yes.
So you can get anything.
That's right.
But Elisha, so one of your finest skill sets is doing events, and so you host events all the time.
Yes.
At Wildside. Can you tell them about I just say always go to your event calendar and do something literally every weekend.
Literally every weekend.
Keep that thing pretty organized.
I do.
Yeah.
And so on Sunday we're going to have Ben Lacey and Corey Cross. Also back up to Friday we have our a watercolor painting class with Steve Allen.
Okay.
And so you literally need 0 artistic talent.
Oh, good.
In order. Yeah. So you can come out, Corey. You can come. You can learn how to paint with watercolors.
I'm just going to put my hand in the paint and just put one hand on the thing.
He does give everyone a gold sticker for their.
Oh,
so everyone gets a participation award. But the class includes a box of charcuterie, as well as your choice of a glass of wine.
Well,
so you get all of the
sip
things.
and paint, because I'll be sipping and painting.
It is a sip and paint. So, and we have Sangria Sundays. We have a harvest market coming up in October. We have really great bands like Elvis Cocktail and High Five and
Sinatra too out there.
all the things.
Stuff.
Yes. So actually, I'm super duper excited. So next year we're gonna have Elvis's birthday bash again, and
cool.
we're gonna have a Johnny Cash bash with a Johnny Cash impersonator.
I like Johnny Cash.
Me too.
That's
It's
cool.
gonna be so much
Is it
fun.
young Johnny Cash or old Johnny Cash?
It'll be all of it. So it's gonna be 3 hours.
Well, I mean, like the actual guy. Like, does he go as old or does he go as young Johnny
I
Cash?
haven't actually seen this, so I
That's
don't know. I'm
gonna do
hiring
that.
for other things. So
Well, the impersonators, man, those are a lot of fun. Those are just a fun. It's just a fun time.
well, and I don't know
And
if
if
we're
they're good, you can transport yourself back and almost be like, this is what it was like, or what it would be like now. You know, like that's cool.
Do you guys, for Elvis's birthday, do you have peanut butter jelly sandwich?
That's not Elvis jokes. I don't
Banana?
want to.
Is it banana?
Yeah, it was something like that. Banana sandwich. Sure. Yeah, banana peanut butter sandwich.
nope, sorry, none of that.
With a side of some other things that I probably should.
Maybe I should add that.
Yeah,
We should have peanut butter and banana sandwiches and see if people buy them.
Yeah, I don't want to upset the Elvis fans. so cool. So I wanted to comment on. So you had Axel helping you the other day. How is he as a Axel? I mean, he's on all over your Facebook. So if you go to Wildside, you know, he's becoming a little man, which is the weirdest thing.
He is. It's like, crazy.
He's becoming a little man. We got activity out here. So tell me about Axel. How does he help out on the?
All the ways. So he's 2.5. And if Clint starts the skid steer and we're inside the house, Axel literally will stop and drop whatever.
Skid steer?
Yes.
So what is the skid steer?
So a skid steer is a big piece of machinery that has like a bucket. It's like yellow, like construction equipment, you know? And so it has this big bucket thing on it. And so like if Clint needs to move mulch from this space to this space, those kind of things.
Got it.
But if we're in the house and Axel hears the skid steer start, he literally looks at me and says, "Mommy, skid steer," and he runs. So he's so offended if Clint tries to use equipment without him.
I just need to get this one thing done. God bless him. God bless him.
So, and he loves to water plants with me. So I planted a hosta garden under our maple trees, and so there's no like convenient water, so you have to put water in buckets to take it over.
I
and
love hostas.
Me too. We're gonna have a beautiful hosta garden. I'm excited.
Hostas are a great like little filler for those little spaces that don't get a lot of sun.
That's it.
So you put those, and it took me a little while in my yard because I would dig them up, move different spots how I liked them. But I put them in this one. I need to take a picture of this. I got like 3 different like strands, I guess, or whatever. One is like the gigantic. I mean, these things are like elephant ears. They're huge. And then I have those don't shoot anything out. I don't think. I think the other ones have the purple shoots. And then there's some that look like that are plain green. But then there are some that have like a white stripe in them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
I like the big ones.
Well, and so I decided that I wanted a hosta garden, right? And so I dug up all the ones that were in the sun across the farm and moved them over under the maple trees where I wanted them. And then randomly on Facebook, one of my wine club members was like, "Digging up my hosta garden, don't want these anymore. Does anybody want them?" So I literally drove to her house with Clint's truck, which is a big old truck. I took a couple bottles of wine and left them on her back patio, and I picked up all of her hostas.
That's a great trade.
It was a truckload, though. It was literally a truckload of hostas.
I want to say as I drive away, hasta la vista, baby. That's too much.
Dad jokes.
Come on now. The dad jokes are great. This is Coffee Quad. Anything could happen. Anything could happen during Coffee Quad. Did you, have we shared? I don't know if...
We're sharing and liking. We got quite a few viewers here. Elisha, what do you have here at the Woodford Inn? What wines, if they come here specifically?
I was really concerned you were going to ask me that question. The problem is I don't exactly recall.
So
Everybody picks up Fearless for sure. I think they also picked up the BBR.
Okay. So those. I feel like those are the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Right? But there are so many. I mean, I just picked up some Zoe the other day, and then I've got.
So you contributed to Saturday's event?
I did. I sure did. I thought about that. I thought about boasting about that. God, I can't remember the. How can I not remember the? It's clear. They have it at Blue Whiskey. It's the white wine, and it's called
Niagara or Ladal
Chardonnay.
or Chardonnay.
Maybe it's Chardonnay. Maybe it's Chardonnay.
Yeah, I'll say Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. That's what we.
It had a twist.
Love it. I got it.
Elisha, so when you
Bring a microphone.
no, we're almost falling over.
Well,
so yesterday we for that farm tour, like the peach and the pawpaw were going like crazy.
Yes.
So how much longer do you anticipate that you'll have? Because I know those things are like seasonal and like so much. Like, do you have a lot in stock, or do you think those are gonna go fast?
That's also not accurate. They are. So when we first bought Wildside, things like pawpaw were seasonal. But we had literally, when we released pawpaw the first time, it took like a month and a half, it was gone. And so we decided, okay, that's crazy. There are pawpaws everywhere. And pawpaw is such an interesting fruit that people don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So we made some connections with other local farmers. And so we take our harvest, obviously, but if it's not enough to get us through the the entire year, then we go to other local farmers. We buy their pawpaws because we have a general idea of how much we're going to sell. And we've never been out of peach. So I will say this is the best batch of peach that we've ever had.
Really?
We had a little different buying structure. I don't remember exactly what it was. But the source was a little bit different. And so, anyway, this peach is amazing. So, and of course it's sweetened with local honey. We sweeten it with cozy honey. So out of Midway.
I was taken from like peach season at like Edgar's, where it's only a short growing season. That's why. But it makes sense. Because how long, you were telling them yesterday how long it takes to make a sweet wine. Like some wines you can do in like 6 weeks. You said. Some wines it's like.
And those sweet ones, that is applicable in most situations. The trick to pawpaws, so the reason you don't ever see pawpaws in a grocery store is because they are literally 3 days right to ruin. So you have to go to the pawpaw trees every single day and pick up the ones that are on the ground and pop the trunk of the tree and see if anything else falls off, right?
So Clay just walks up there and goes,
yeah. Just give it a little pop. And so the pawpaw skin is similar to like avocado skin, right? So you have to cut it off and then you get this pulp out of the middle and then there's a sieve because the pulp has these seeds that are like the size of almonds and it has a lot of them, right? So then you have to push it through the sieve. This happened when Sophie worked for us. I'll never forget Sophie being like, guys, this is crazy. But you have to do that process every single day, otherwise you're gonna lose your harvest. So you've got to get it into that fermentation. So but they haven't figured out how to commercialize it. So anyway, that's one of the things that makes it unique because we're not this big commercial production. We're this small place that can be like, I'll go pop the trees every day.
There probably has to be some kind of additive that would just ruin the whole thing that you have to put in there to make it last.
I think so.
I think the allure is that it's, you gotta get it.
Yep. That's it.
You gotta get it.
You gotta get it.
When it falls,
3 days right to ruin.
When it falls, get the pawpaws.
Golly, we can work on this.
Sometimes I like to just stop and listen to Corey talk.
I don't like it. It's hard. Podcasting is hard.
I'm gonna go see the
So we are podcasting. So we got the podcast going. This will be out later today, if not first thing tomorrow morning. And also we have the viewers that this pops on our Facebook, but then we also put it on YouTube as well.
I did not know you guys were doing all those cool things. I'm so impressed right now.
We're doing all the things, and the live stuff's been working out. We've got a lot of people that are like, "Hey, come to our place." And we're like, "Yeah, let's
awesome.
Do it." It's been a lot of fun, and we're gonna have to come out. I just talked to Emily about this last show, but very soon we have to come out there because we're getting closer and closer to the What's Up Woodford wine, correct?
We are, yes. Also, I have a really cool thing that I can tell you guys about that I haven't officially announced yet.
Ooh.
So, so at our harvest market, because I always want to make harvest market cooler and cooler. So this year it's going to be September 30th and October 1st. We, for the first time ever, and I don't know if this has ever happened in Woodford County, I'm just going to go with it hasn't, okay? So we're going to have hot air balloon rides.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't have the best thing about heights, so I will let other people go.
Are you saying you don't want to come for it?
I'll go, but I will manage the line for you.
Okay,
I wonder
sounds good.
So I did do a balloon ride once. I was in. This is probably I shouldn't make fun of Eastern Kentucky. I'm from Eastern Kentucky, okay? I'm allowed. So it was.
You to Eastern Kentucky.
That's right. That's right. So we hot air balloons at my elementary school, and you got to think like you should probably not get in that thing because you never know who's down there operating on it. There you go.
Yeah.
So, but it was safe. It was fine. We got in. I mean, and it was wild. I was young. I was before that could have created fear, but no, I'm joking. No, hot air balloons. Obviously at Wildside Winery will be nice and safe.
It's going to be very safe. And actually, the guy who's doing this for us, he goes out to wherever that place is, like in Arizona or something, where they have that big hot air balloon festival. And he has access to like 15 balloons.
Oh,
so
but
he's totally a pro.
This is on a string.
Yes, it'll be tethered.
So
because we're surrounded by horse farms.
I think I could do. Oh, I don't remember a string being on it when
You
we
think
did
it's like
it.
a parachute?
No, you're not a hot air balloon. You're a basket. Okay, So yeah, I think I would do that. I would totally do
But
a
the balloon
string.
goes up, and then the balloon comes back down. And my assumption is that a lot of folks are going to show up, and they're going to want to ride the hot air balloon. So you can't go on like a 30-minute ride. You have to go up and come back down.
Okay, I'm in. I'm in.
I was going to ask, how does it work? Can you pre-register?
No, it is actually going to be a first come, first served basis.
Yeah.
So because you don't, I guess with timing, like wind and weather and all those things factor in. So I don't want to pre-sell anything.
Yeah, sure, yeah, true.
But so first come, first served basis, and I am going to say I'm going to be the first person in line because I have never been in a hot air balloon.
Really?
So never.
I don't remember. I must not remember it that well. But yeah, string. I'm totally good with that. So like, how far does it go up?
I have no idea.
Oh Lord. That's another one. I mean, no, I'll be good on a string. I think I'll be good. Is there somebody in there? Somebody in there with you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes,
all right,
the guy who operates it, the guy who brings the
Avery
balloon.
would love that. Would Axel like that, you think?
I think so, yes.
I think Axel would eat it
Axel's
up.
a bit of an adventure. Okay,
Yes.
so we just did that houseboat trip or whatever, and so there's a big slide off the top level of the
No
houseboat.
fear that
He did it twice.
No fear that.
I was so proud of him. So
Not
he's
Avery.
like mommy Axel slide.
So your hashtag is Adventures with Axel.
Adventures with Axel.
Oh,
He
I like
lives
that.
up to his name.
He does, yes.
Avery, her little name that we've tried to do a YouTube channel for her and stuff. We'll see. We're calling her Action Avery,
Yes, that suits her
and it
very
could be
well.
Adventure Axel.
Yep,
That'd be really interesting. That'd be a hell of a show.
it would be.
All right, so yeah, I'm down. I'm good. I'm ready for the hot air balloon, and I think I'm going to force Avery to do it if she doesn't want to, because I think it'd be a good experience for her. She's got a lot of fears. I don't know. I mean, Axel obviously is the man without fear. But is there?
Is that good or bad though? I don't know.
Oh, it's great. It's great because he'll experience he'll be careful. He'll do it. He'll be good at it, but he'll be careful. And he'll try a lot of new things. It's really cool. Avery sometimes will try things, but you really got to talk her into it, and it's not even. It takes so long to talk her into it. But we're not talking like anything like try this gigantic slide. We're talking about let me rip the Band-Aid off.
Oh,
okay, let
gotcha.
me get the Band-Aid. We're not talking adventurous. Like she's just as scared of any bugs. Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
So which when I was younger I was kind of afraid of. But have you noticed any fear like that from Axel at all? From anything? Nothing.
No.
He probably eats spiders. Like he's the coolest. And I've said this since he was born. He's so much cooler than me. Like he's the coolest kid. And I'm like,
I do think he's the coolest kid around. So if he sees a bug though, he does stomp them.
Mm-hmm.
So this morning when I told him like Axel, I've got to take you to school. Mommy's got to go to work. And he was like, Axel, go to school. Play dirt.
Yeah.
Buddy, go play dirt.
Play dirt. It's a good game, dirt.
Kiefer says Corey got that Chris Pine haircut this morning.
Who said that?
Kiefer.
Dang it.
Theater.
Chris Pine. Yeah, I wish I was Chris Pine. It's getting hot in here.
Corey wore that jacket
I
this
wouldn't-
morning.
it was-
It's chilly this morning.
It was
It was like
so
100
chilly.
degrees outside during the day.
Well, during the day, but it was a little nipply out there. I get it too.
Also, because it's all relative. I mean, it's still like 70, 80 degrees, but
Right.
so whatever.
Just pull out a jacket. I mean, here's the thing. That is like 30 degrees cooler than it was this time
It
last
is
week.
true.
So in Corey's defense.
Well, I was up early this morning. I was up at 7 a.m. this morning, so you guys.
Is that early?
Well, that's why I said that. Because during the summer, I don't like waking up. I don't like waking up before 7, let alone. I try to at least sleep into like 7:30 or 8. That would be that's my favorite summertime wake up.
I wish I was Corey when I grow up.
Yeah, but then because Avery will sleep in at like 11 o'clock. I mean,
Well, I'm a good 7 o'clock or 2. 7 o'clock makes me happy.
yeah, I'm good. I like to, as long as it's a little bit early, 30 minutes or so before everybody else.
Yeah.
That way I have a little bit of time.
So Clint gets up at like 5 o'clock in the morning every day.
Clint
He's just an overachiever.
He's just a farm man. All right, he does things that I can't do, like operate a
Skid steer.
Skid steer.
We should have lessons on the skid steer with Corey and Clint. That would be
I
hilarious.
had driven Adam Connors. I did drive that big tree. And I controlled the arm and I grabbed it. I've done a lot of cool stuff on this show.
I mean, the skid steer has
has levers.
Even Axel can do it.
I like levers. I like to pull levers. I can do that.
Yeah, you can do it.
I feel like I'm driving a mech.
Axel's figured out how to make it go.
Axel knows more. Axel's cooler than me. We've established this. You don't have to continue to beat me in the ground.
Sorry.
Jeez, Elisha, your kid is cool. Can we get it? He does fun things like balloon rides that a grown man can't even do.
Well, he hasn't done it yet. He will.
Oh, he will. He'll
It's
enjoy
gonna be
it. And he'll ask, is there a slide? It's like, oh my God.
Can I slide out of the
He
balloon?
would. I actually need to slide 50 feet.
Probably
Honestly.
would.
What a grown adventurous man.
I was impressed with off the top of the boat into the lake. I thought that was
It's
pretty big.
I feel like Axel wakes up with Clint and has coffee with him, and they both just sit there, you know? What about maybe he's got juicy juice or something?
He does help make the coffee every day. He likes to help make coffee.
He does. He likes a lot of things. For his birthday, didn't he? He liked doing a specific. What was that? I feel like that was forever ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
7 months.
A headlamp.
Yes,
the headlamp.
He loves his headlamp. Corey got him a dinosaur headlamp.
Yes,
Awesome.
that's right. She told me that story where he steals Clint's, and we were like, we gotta get him a headlamp. Dinosaur.
Corey, can you tell them about the blue whiskey deal?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So speaking of blue whiskey, we just posted the graphic on it yesterday. Get this, Elisha. So you know Andy has the point system, right?
Right.
And if you got to go, you're more than you can.
I'm good for a minute.
You're good for a minuto. So Andy's got this point system. It's super easy. You walk right in there. You give your phone number, your name, and they give you a card. You can use that card, or if you forget your card, all good. Just use the last 4 of your number. Whenever you buy something, you get points.
But doesn't he double point my stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Wildside is double points. So for like all Kentucky Proud stuff, I believe. I've got about 1,200 points.
Oh wow.
And it's burning a hole.
In your pocket.
Don't tell Katie. It's burning a hole in my pocket. I mean, I got all these points. I've saved them all up. So what Andy and I decided was that we're going to give 500 points away of my points to one lucky person. And all you have to do is you can comment on this show, since we're talking about it.
Okay.
Comment on, well, we'll say this show, but mainly on the post. So go to our Facebook, go to our Instagram. There's a post about free points. Comment on there, and you're entered to win. But you have to be signed up for the points, and you have to be following him on Instagram and Facebook. That's the only 2 caveats there. So yeah, go
How
for
much
it.
win your points?
500 points. So even if you haven't never done the point system before, you can already start out at 500, which will get you some pretty
I was
good.
gonna say that'll get you stuff,
That'll
right?
get you some good stuff.
Yeah.
E.H. Taylor and a lot of good stuff over there. So
Alicia's thinking wine.
So the point of the points though is that he has products that are like those individual things that are like allotment kind of bottles, right? Like there's only so many of these bottles available.
yes, they're what do you call them? He's selling them for at retail.
Yes.
Right.
So he doesn't jack the price up. He just says that in order to buy this, you have to have the points and then pay regular price. So it's a super cool deal.
Really cool deal. It's crazy because some of these, I mean, are going for over $100, and I bought it for $50.
Yeah.
But you have to, you have to have
the culmination of points.
So in order to buy that for $50, you have had to have spent, X amount of money to get the points to be able to be eligible for that. But yeah,
Richard's putting in
a lot of movement back there.
What's happening with Wildside?
Oh.
Like good pairings and what he's got on his menu.
Oh, perfect, awesome. Here, I should probably shift this down.
Well, and actually, I'm going to have to run. I'm sorry, I have a yoga class that starts in a few minutes over at Elemental Yoga and Wellness.
Get there.
So I'm going to go to yoga. It was good to see you, Richard. Good to see you,
Good to see
Corey.
ya. Always a pledge.
Get rid of my coffee cup.
Coffee.
Thanks, guys.
Huge, Richard. Tell us a little bit about what we got going on.
All right. Well, we've got pretty good dinner menu. Yep, appetizers are good. It's a really great flatbread. The Tuscan flatbread is super popular. The sun-dried tomato pesto with caramelized onions and roasted red peppers. And it's topped with bruschetta, balsamic glaze. It's pretty good. And that right there,
Yeah, this is good.
yeah, and that right there actually goes pretty well with the trifecta.
Yes.
Dry red.
I love the
or
trifecta.
Wildside. Yeah, it's because it complements it well.
Okay.
The sweetness of the balsamic glaze and with the dry red wine, super tasty.
So when someone comes in and which do you? So if they say, hey, I'm looking for something that pairs with wine, obviously that's when you would give all. But when somebody comes in and they talk and you tell them about the food, do you automatically let them know what it pairs well with the local wine?
Not every time, but it just depends on whether or not they're really interested in wine.
So ask for it. You gotta ask, and you guys have tried this, and you guys have prepared this specifically. So
yeah. And then we've got our seasonal cocktails. Laura makes her own drink recipes, and she really puts a lot of thought and effort into it. So we've got quite a few things here. Lavender lemon drop, which is Grey Goose with citron with fresh lemon juice and a hint of lavender, and it was a really good spring drink with a blueberry cheesecake martini.
Ooh,
that very nice,
good.
And very nice after dinner martini.
Yes.
Yeah, and then but again with Wildside, you got the Fearless Sweet Red Blend.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good, and that goes well with our bourbon bread pudding. So
I love the bread pudding. My wife comes here. Emily, do you have to hit the road here soon?
Soon, but
Okay. My wife comes here and gets the French onion soup all the time. She loves it.
Yeah. She comes in. That is one of our that is one of our most popular items.
Oh really?
It's my recipe. It's we make it fresh here every.
If you had to pair, you make it fresh. So how do you? So if you had to pair a wine with the French onion, what would you say? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, with that one though, I mean, it's got this notes of it's sweet, caramelized onions. I actually use a Cabernet to make the red wine. So
okay.
I would use a Cabernet. I mean, the trifecta would be good.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say trifecta would probably be really good with that.
Yeah. And so, but that's one of our most popular items. I mean, like I said, it's got caramelized onions, and then we melt the
cheese,
Swiss cheese on it, and then caramelize the Parmesan cheese on top.
She loves it. She loves it.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, real quick before we close things up,
tell them the hours.
Yes, I was gonna say, tell us about the hours and what you guys lunch, dinner, all that good stuff.
Gotcha. We're open for lunch Wednesday through Saturday from 11 to 2. We have a lunch menu, so it varies slightly from our dinner menu.
Okay.
And then we also do Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. It is a buffet. It usually has one of our most popular items, which is our Woodford chicken. Woodford chicken is an Italian seasoned panko crusted chicken breast that's baked in butter.
Okay.
And that is one of our most popular items on our buffets that we do for all of our large events. I mean, we do a lot of large events. That's one of the most popular items.
What was the buffet again on Sunday?
11 to 2.
I'll see you from 11 to 2 Sunday.
I hope so. And then
that sounds great.
And then we're open for dinner from 5 to 9.
Okay.
Tuesday through Saturday. And then we take our last table typically at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Tuesday through Thursday, 9 o'clock Friday and Saturday. And then so we are happy to have folks come in. Though we recommend reservations. It's not entirely necessary. We just do a lot of large events,
right?
And
good to know.
And a lot of large parties. So
if you want to make sure to get a table, make sure to get here. The reservation would be smart. We've tagged the Woodford Inn on the show here, so go to their Facebook. Obviously, I'm sure all your hours and stuff and menus are on there. And thank you so much, Richard.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
And you guys have done an awesome job. Looks good in here.
Thank you.
And the food and everything is great. And you have Wildside wine now.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Emily, do you want to end us off here?
Absolutely.
Oh, she got to steal the mic from you. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We had a really big show. Emily's we got to hit the road here. We've got some things popping up. I'm done with my coffee. Emily, any final thoughts, saved words?
No, I just want to mention the Versailles Police Academy. The Citizens Police Academy is starting this fall. I think in August. They are taking applications. They're hoping for a class of about 25. It is completely free. They have lots of fun. It's a 7-week series. They go over things like how they patrol and their detective work and all sorts of really fun things. 18 and up, anybody can do it. You can do it with your whole family. And it's, like I said, it's free. So just go apply at the police station. Or you can call down there and get signed up. But Officer Harden is looking to fill that class, and he's asked us to just do a pitch for it. So check it out. It's a really fun program. You get to know kind of the happenings with the police station and their great work they do here in Woodford County.
Beautiful. And this could be, I think, your last show for a little bit.
Could be, yeah.
I think that's going to happen here. So early congratulations to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We were joking the other day, and it was like, can I say the joke? We were like, oh, it's like, hey, well, what are you doing on this day at 8 o'clock? Well, I can't 8 a.m. I'm having a baby, but I can do it 12.
Yeah.
12
I'll be back. But he is a great co-host,
Yeah.
and I know she's going to do well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Richard, thanks, buddy.
Thanks again.
You're doing awesome. Come out and see him at the Woodford Inn. It's a great place. Lots of fun things happening here. And my reunion is going to be here. I just dropped off the check, so we are signed, sealed, delivered.
You would be the president. You would be the one that would.
Well, 2 for 1. I gotta. You mean the last one?
To See you next week. What's Up, Woodford?